One of the most common questions that come up when purchasing a home is, what's my interest rate? Not only do people ask what their interest rate is, but sometimes people actually mistakenly think that the APR, or the annual percentage rate, is what dictates the mortgage payment. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference of the APR and your mortgage rate. I've had a lot of clients ask lately about the APR and their mortgage rate. So I figured I'd do a quick video for you guys today, just talking about the difference between the two. Now, I just hopped on consumerfinance.gov, which is actually the CFPB, which for most of you that don't know, the CFPB was created back when the mortgage meltdown happened. They're basically out there to watch over financial institutions and make sure that we're doing right by the consumer. So I went to their website and I just pulled up a quick article that talks about the APR and the mortgage rate. So let's hop into this page so you guys can see exactly what they say. So you can see this article was written back in 2019. What is the difference between a mortgage interest rate and an APR? The APR reflects the mortgage interest rate plus any other charges that get financed into your deal. So for example, you could be paying points to buy your interest rate down, and there's other fees and closing costs that sometimes get rolled into the loan. Now, that will then give you your APR. So your APR is always gonna be slightly higher than your mortgage rate. Now, the APR does not dictate what your mortgage payment's going to be. That's just the cost of actually what it takes to borrow and the cost of credit. Now, you can see here, straight from the article, the interest rate is the cost you will pay each year to borrow money, and it does not reflect fees or any charges that you have to pay for the loan. Now, the mortgage rate is what's gonna dictate your monthly mortgage payment. So for example, if your interest rate is 3.5%, that's what the mortgage rate and payment is gonna be based off of. Now, you might have some closing costs and other fees that get rolled into the loan, so your APR might be, let's say, 3.825 or something like that. The APR is gonna be that cost of credit. So let's hop into the rest of this article. Again, the APR is a broader measure of the cost of borrowing money than the interest rate. It's gonna reflect interest rate, any points, broker fees, and any charges that you pay to get the loan. And again, like I just mentioned, the APR is usually higher than your interest rate. And the CFPB also notes that it's under page 1 under your loan terms. So if you've already purchased or refinanced a home and you wanna go back and just to do a quick comparison as to what your rate versus your APR is, you could actually go to your loan estimate and it's gonna be on page 3 under the comparison section. That way you can get an idea of the difference of the two. Now, the key thing to take away from this video is that when you're shopping around for lenders, you wanna compare your mortgage rate. Now, the mortgage rate, again, is gonna give you what your monthly payment is at the end of the day. That's what a lot of people are shopping for. It's very rare that someone will ever ask what their APR is. Now, if that's something you're truly looking into, of course, have that conversation with your lender. But just know that your monthly payment is gonna be based off of the mortgage rate, and that's the stuff that most people are asking and questioning and shopping around for every single day. And even if you go to other websites like probably like LendingTree, they're gonna be showing you interest rates, not necessarily APR. So I hope this video gives you a little more clarification between the difference of your APR and your mortgage rate. Now you can shop around a little more confidently, or maybe even ask a couple of questions to your lender to see if they can give you the right information. And as always, I appreciate you watching this video. Hit the bell, subscribe, so every time we drop new content every week, you get notified. And as always, I will see you on the next video.